Have you ever thought about something in a video game? Thought about why it happens and how it's possible? Of course you haven't. We've all accepted certain tropes in video games as the normal. But we've never questioned the why, what, when, or how. So here's my list of 5 video game tropes that you've never questioned. So let's begin. Number 1. Double jumping. For those who aren't into video games, double jumping is the ability to jump twice in the air, allowing you to skyrocket higher than any other normal person. This ability has become a staple in video games, namely your platforming types. And when you think about it, the question of how that's even possible grows. Some games do give a short explanation to how you're capable of defying gravity, while most don't even say a single word and expect you to accept it. And we all do in the end. Sad part is, as a kid, I thought this was possible and attempted it multiple times. Every time I failed, I was under the impression I was not strong enough to accomplish it. I learned quickly that gravity doesn't work like that, and my dreams of double jumping were crushed. Those were the days. Number 2. Where do your missed shots go? We've all missed a shot. Either it's a misplaced Hadouken or a stray rocket-propelled grenade. But we never think about where they go and what happens to them afterwards. Does your Hadouken just dissipate? Does it keep going till it hits something or someone? Maybe you're playing Call of Duty and you miss your target with an S8 rocket. Where does that rocket go? Does it explode in midair, or does it go until it runs out of fuel and crashes into some poor kid's birthday party, turning that damn party clown into a smoking crater? Actually, I like clowns. They're alright. Anyways, it's kind of a mystery where our missed shots go. Just something to keep in mind when you're attending a match of Mortal Kombat and Scorpion's harpoon misses its target. Number 3. Healing food. This is another staple in video games. The act of eating food to heal damaged tissue and broken bone. Of course, 2 questions come to mind. One being the obvious. How does a piece of cake stop exsanguination? But the second one being, how do they eat it so fast during combat? I know it's been touched on in skits, but when Simon stops to eat some wall meat, he sucks it down like a garbage disposal. The more boggling question of how does this food have healing properties follows. You're at death's door and barely have a pint of blood left in you, and you find yourself a turkey leg. You scarf it down and poof, you're back in the fight. I guess I was wrong when I said you can't plug a bullet hole wound with a Twinkie. That means Jay Kordich was right about the power of the carrot. Number 4. Ratchet Scrolling. If you don't know what it is, Ratchet Scrolling is a common occurrence in side-scrollers, meaning that a character can move forward but cannot move back. So, as soon as the screen shifts over, whatever's off screen is no longer there. In terms of the game, where does everything go? Why can't you go back on yourself? Maybe there's a massive black wall that's following your progression and is blocking you. Maybe the world ceases to exist as soon as it's 20 feet behind you. Or maybe the game's saying that only thing that matters is the future, and you shouldn't try to go back to the past. No. It's just probably a way they dealt with hardware limitations. Either way, it's a trope that we haven't really questioned. Number 5. Magical magazines. Okay, so this one's kind of hard to explain, but I'll do my best to do so. So, in FPS games, you usually are forced to reload your weapon. If you're like me, then you reload your weapon frequently so that you aren't left in mid-firefight with an empty mag. This is actually called a tactical reload. And when this happens, you place the partially full magazine in a pouch or pocket for last resort. But in most games, you'll end up doing multiple tactical reloads. And when you're down to your last magazine, instead of having a pocket full of half-empty mags, you'll have just one magazine with whatever amount of bullets left over. So, if I have an M4 with 6 30-round magazines, and I only shoot 25 rounds of each, I should have 6 magazines with 5 rounds left. But instead, I end up with one single magazine holding 30 bullets. You see what I'm saying? So, when did you have time during the firefight to unload every single magazine into just one mag? Just another small yet common trope you don't question in gaming. I bet you never thought of those while you're playing video games. But thanks to me, now you will. Sorry. Anyways, that was my list of 5 video game tropes that you've never questioned. Of course, there's other tropes in video games that I've probably missed, so if you can think of any, give me a comment down below. and I hope you enjoyed. And if you did, give me a like and subscribe. And as always, I'll see you in the next video. Good job.